Welcome to the Last Live COD Pod. I'm your host, Dan, also known as Rushhh. This right over here is Lewis, also known as Oxman. And we're going in straight to week 5, and we're 1 week away. We're 1 week away from the event. Week Friday for us. Week Friday for us, and we get into the event. So I'm very excited. Are you very excited?
Very, very excited, mate. It's
Uh,
gonna be a good one, hopefully.
It's going to be a great major because we're both going to be there in person. So if you do see this, come and walk up to us and go and tell us. Last Life,
You were a Last Life fan.
love Last Life. That's what you need to go and tell us. But yeah, this is going to be a quick one because I am tired. But we'll go and get started. Interesting old week we have here. So as you can see in the pickups, we did fucking terrible.
I think this just shows the stance of the league. Basically, you can't
Yeah.
predict what is happening.
Yeah, so it was a really mixy week. We actually watched some of the games, but we didn't really because we were away. Like we were away together, so yeah, not together like that. But uh, I
We were
mean,
watching now. That's what we were doing.
we were watching Valorant. We were watching Valorant. But yeah, C9 going to start off with a upset onto Koi. I say an upset. You just said everyone is beatable, and that is so true. C9 have now beaten Koi and GentleMates. Like, you imagine at the major, they could do an upset if they make it. If they make it, because they still need to get top 10.
I mean,
But
I mean,
if
it's not likely.
another
They're
upset,
two
it's
and
not
seven.
likely.
They're 2-7.
They're 2-7, yeah, but there's two teams on 3 wins. If
Sure.
they stay on 3 wins and they get 3 wins, they could overlap them. You've just been flashbanged. Oh my god, my head's gone. Um, Yeah, like there is still a what. We'll get back to the standings in a second. We'll go and talk about that separately. But then we actually got these two predictions right. Not as surprised that we had OpTic winning. They're unbeaten so far. But the main thing over here is Heretics beating Falcons because the Falcons we thought they would go and get a map, but they got 3-0'd by the Heretics. Heretics were coming in swinging after was it a loss to Thieves last week? It was a loss to Thieves. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
Wait, no, they beat Thieves. Yeah, they beat
they did
Thieves
beat
last
you.
week. Yeah, swinging right now. They
They're
beat
winning
G2.
everything.
They might be the second best team. I was gonna say like bounce back from a loss to Thieves, but no, they're actually just going back to back to back to back to back. That's 4 in a row from Heretics because
They
they
beat
also go
Surge
and
as
beat
well.
Surge. Yeah, we had that as an upset. We got that one wrong. We had to throw an upset in there because
I mean,
otherwise
half
everyone's
of
predictions
the
would be the
roster.
same. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um. Yeah, we got all the upsets wrong, but then when we went for an upset, we got it wrong.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, standard from OpTic. Gone through that one. Ravens really looking interesting. Like, are they onliners? Are they good? I think the major is the
Hey,
best
they
test
were
for
they
that.
were looking they were looking like this before Major One. They came out and got them off.
This is what I'm
Then
saying is that they got smacked in the face and went out top
yeah,
12 at Major One. So I don't know how much I take this win over G2 because they also lost to FaZe. Like they beat a good team and then they lost to a team that's in the lower end right now. So I don't really know how I feel about this Ravens team because but also
it's
that
Major
major might have
Form
just
One
been an
round.
off day. That major might have just been an off day, and
That's
that
true.
like and then their entire major is defined by that they lost a surge, and it's like
Yeah,
they might have just had one off day, they lose one game, and that's it.
yeah. The
So
Major
I
Two
really
will be
don't know how to. Ravens is one of the few teams that I don't know how to feel about going into the major because they could do some serious damage. But as you said, we fought that at Major One and then they didn't. So yeah, I actually be really interested to watch Ravens play. I think playing in the play-ins would not go and do them justice. So they're
Mhm.
gonna have to do some work. Um, but as I said, we'll go back to the standings afterwards. So we've got Koi versus Surge. Koi go and beat Surge. Capital's first loss
Yep.
with the team. Um, I mean, it's not really a shock. We weren't expecting Surge to do much anyway because they're decent.
Honeymoon
They won
period.
two. Yeah, it was a very short-lived honeymoon period. But
Mhm.
I'm looking right now. They beat Gentlemates that are in a lull. They beat C9. Like we did say, this was the real test this week,
Yeah,
and they got hit in the face twice, and they
yeah.
fell over both
That-
times. So
Yeah,
I can't really say um, that I'm surprised. Yeah, I said about Ravens, I'm really not really too sure. But I feel like Surge have gone and put their pedestal as they're probably capped at about a top six.
Mhm,
Average might be eighth to eighth. They
mhm.
might go and get one win at the major if they get there. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, they might win play-ins and then just get double rounded.
yeah,
That's the type of limit I probably see on this Surge team. Um, so yeah, see, not really much else. So Koi going from a loss to C9 to a beat in Surge. Um, I mean, one's an upset, but then we've seen how many upsets there were this weekend.
yeah,
Um, can't really be too harsh on them. Speaking of upsets, as said C9, they went an upset, but they don't do it to Thieves, which is very interesting because you fought off the Koi round 11,
yeah. But Thieves is
game
a different
5.
beast.
Yeah, you fought off the Koi game 5 though, they have a bit more momentum, but they just got put back in
We
their
also
place.
we also thought that about the GentleMates win. They didn't seem to pick it up there.
That's a good point. That's a good point. C9 are an interesting team. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know how I feel about C9 right now. Maybe a couple weeks will go and tell on how how I really
He's
feel
currently
about
in the
C9.
grey,
Huh?
currently in the grey area behind.
Yeah, I'm in the grey area about how I feel about C9. Surge, GentleMates finally get a win. They go and beat Breach. I don't know if that's impressive.
Yeah, but it's like a good like
They beat a
breach. I'm
three-win team.
being funny, boys. You ain't won a lot.
Yeah. Anything you've got to say about the Saturday games?
Saturday games.
Yeah,
I
in the
mean,
middle.
breach. I wanted you to upset Paris. You didn't. You've upset me. Cloud9. You lost to Thieves. Obviously, that was what's normal. This was what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Um, Koi Surge. I thought Surge would live in the honeymoon period a lot longer than 1 week, but it turns out they've woken up. And I mean, I'm the same with you with Ravens. Right now, online they might
Yeah.
just be online as they'll really be proven at
Yeah.
the event. But Boston, what's going on? Because even going into
Yeah.
Sunday, we lost to G2 as well,
This
not
is
even making it like
serious.
a fun. Like you got to be doing something there.
Mm, absolutely, yeah. I mean,
They might
G2
just
are
be
expected his team to go and beat Boston, but like,
yeah,
you want to see
but
some.
it might be close. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the thing is that Boston currently, you know what, we're going to it right now. As it currently stands, Boston can still get through.
Yeah,
They're only
they
one
need to
win
win.
away.
Yeah.
This weekend, what have they got? Boston.
Heretics, who are
They got
hot right now.
Heretics.
I don't think they win that.
Ooh, I don't know, yeah. Especially when you look at Surge, they've got Falcons and G2. Oh, I don't know if they win that either, though.
I don't think Boston makes it.
Yeah, I think Boston might go out with C9 because I see C9 have got
Yeah,
Ravens and
yeah.
FaZe.
C9 ain't gonna make it either.
These games are going to be very interesting.
Yeah,
I
interesting
think
week
I,
next week.
I think C9 Boston are the yeah, they're probably the
Yeah,
two that'll make it.
Heretics are on a big high streak right now.
Currently
Keep it
second.
up. Hopefully they can carry it through to the major, make it interesting.
Absolutely. We
This
need
team's
something to
always
go and
had it
fight
in them.
OpTic.
They've always had it in them. Like their teamwork is impeccable. And like
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
my big question is though, can OpTic go undefeated? Can they win both their games next week?
Beat Koi.
Koi and
Beat
Falcons.
Falcons.
They're beating everyone else.
Yeah,
Falcons are
I don't see now the time to be for OpTic to go and take foot off the gas. You know what I mean?
yeah. But surely you pull it down
Until the
further.
major.
Keep it going.
What do you say? Sorry. Take it down to
I
what?
said, yeah, just keep pushing, I'd say.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
fucking
I
going.
was about to say go all gas no brakes. You have a week off straight after the major,
Yeah.
so go for it. Um,
And like most of the UK fans are OpTic fans. So I'd say.
yeah. There are quite a few OpTic fans. I'm trying to think of the last time they were in London, like 2019 or whatever. But
Yeah. I just remember seeing being a lot of Brits at
yeah,
Madrid.
there's quite a few. Yeah, yeah. I think that's just COD fans, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
Falcons were on a hot streak after just beating Thieves. So
Yeah. So yeah, go to that. Falcons. They go and beat Thieves, but they lose to Heretics. I suppose Heretics are probably actually the number two team right now, so it
They're
makes
hot.
sense. They're hot right now. Yeah, Falcons just a mid-table team.
Hmm.
They're probably gonna break into a Sunday. We said it. We were on about it the other week though. Like we were on about like the tiers of the people. Like they could probably break it on a Sunday, do a bit of damage. But I just don't really see this Falcon team going over the edge with someone like
I
Exnit. I
think
think Exnit's very
extra
good.
10%, you know what I mean?
What do you say,
Need that
sorry?
extra 10. Need that extra 10%. You know, the extra oomph to go
Exactly.
through.
I just feel like Exnit's not the star player to go and get them over the hump.
Yeah.
Um, I, I mean, the rest have all proven they're on winning teams. I think Exton is the one person that hasn't proved himself.
Hmm.
He's a good player, as I said, but being a good player, so's Gwyn and Snoopy. What have they done?
Yeah. Not a lot.
They're good. There's good players and there's like winners. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I think Exton is a good player, and I always trust Clayster. He has great initiative on players, and he is rates highly on Exton. I just need to see it more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's improving week by week, but like yeah, I just want to see it in a major because they didn't really
We're getting
perform too much in major one.
Asia 2 now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Halfway through the year now.
yeah, exactly. And then to end off the week, we'll quickly just go to this. FaZe go and beat Ravens, which we're on about Ravens being onliners. It's quite interesting. FaZe are scraping for wins right now, so that's a big one for them.
Well, they
As
really need to turn up the gas, don't they? So,
Yes. So this goes and leaves our standings looking like this, where FaZe and GentleMates both on the edge. So it will be these four teams as it stands, because Boston or Cloud9 could go and hop over. That being
and
said
they
as
do
well,
play each other next week.
Surge have got two games this week. So Surge have
Yeah.
got two games this week, and I'm looking at some of these teams like Koi. They could get two wins and hop over Koi.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But the
big,
thing with
big.
Fuse is they play each other next week.
Yes, so we'll go and get to that. So we'll go through the games, but we'll go and start with that one. FaZe versus GentleMates. What we saying?
I think
What way we taking it?
Gentlemates.
You think
I'm thinking.
GentleMates? I
Yeah.
feel like I've got to put 3-2 then if we're gonna do that.
It will be close. It would definitely be close. But I think FaZe are in more of a turmoil than Gentlemates are. I think Gentlemates are just in a down period. FaZe, they
Yeah.
just don't seem to get anything working apart from being who they beat last week.
Okay, I like that.
Raven.
Onliners versus what do you even call C9? Um, I
I'd
don't
say
know.
Raven.
Yeah, I would say Ravens. I'd say 3-0 Ravens. Um,
Yeah. I was
C9.
thinking maybe get an S&D, but
Okay, you want to go for an S&D? We go for that. G2 versus Surge.
I
I feel
think
like
G2's favourite.
G2, yeah. I feel like they
Yeah,
get a map though at least. I feel like the Surge team isn't
yeah.
horrendous. They're just not
Heretics
operational.
3-0. 3-0.
Heretics 3-0?
3-0.
Okay, that'll be a good game.
Wow.
Heretics are really hot and Ravens are um, pretty good online. So yeah, it'll be really
Yeah.
interesting to see. C9
I
versus
mean,
FaZe. I feel like I'm giving FaZe the win there. So FaZe will go 1-1 that week.
or is it a mad upset? Do Cloud9 beat them?
Are we
Like they've
doing it?
beat you.
You've put it
Three,
into existence.
it'll be a
5%
3-2.
of people, I'm backing. I'm backing it. I'm backing it. Let's fucking go. I like this. All right, I'm actually having OpTic going unbeaten, so I'll just go and spoil this right now. How
Mm-hmm.
many do you want to give Falcons and Koi?
One each. That's all I can.
One each. Okay, sound.
I'm not even
LA
gonna
Thieves
go.
versus G2. This will be an actual marquee match. This might be
I think
the
it'd be a
difference
brawler.
between whether they're playing. Well, they might be playing. They might end up just playing each other again. We
Again, yeah.
might get a rematch a week later.
I'm
Falcons are
thinking
actually a lot better than
3-2.
I thought. I thought Falcons were sixth, but yeah. You think 3-2?
Yeah, Thieves. I think
Thieves?
Thieves take it.
Oh, you think FaZe are good doing the double? Because I was going to have them beating GentleMates, and I was going to have GentleMates and
Really?
FaZe both going 1-1 this weekend. Oh no, FaZe
Ooh,
would have lost that one. Yeah, no. Ignore me.
okay.
Yeah. Actually, I like this storyline because if GentleMates go 1-1, they go up to 5. They'll go at the bottom here.
I
FaZe
see.
lose both games. FaZe will drop down to this side. They might play fucking Ravens win, GentleMates
You don't want
lose.
FaZe and GentleMates to play each other on the play-in. You don't want one of them together and then go like these are two good
Oh,
teams. You want
I do want that.
you want one of them lots of
I'm trying to think of the scenario. So yeah, if Surge go and win one,
mm-hmm. They play Falcons as well.
yeah, Falcons. Surge go and sneak one, and GentleMates lose both games. They'll both be 4-6. No, they won't. They'll be both be 4-7.
Rays will be 5-6, 5-6.
Yeah, it's way
Ravens will
too
be
many. There's way too many scenarios in my head.
yeah.
Let's go to Sunday. I'm gonna let you lead it. Go for it.
I don't know. Thinking a Surge maybe.
You're liking a surge? Okay, I like an upset. I like an upset. We'll do 2 upsets for this weekend.
Oh,
Um,
Falcons could be pissed though against the lost to OpTic and then run it.
they could very well much do that, but I have Thieves going 2-0 this week. What do you reckon?
Fair. No, I'll take that.
Fair. Miami, they are
Understand.
hot.
There.
Watch this be the game where Breach finally find their fucking sticks. Um, and it might actually matter. It might be the difference maker whether they, because if Surge lose both their games, beat Breach go and win
Yeah,
it.
they win that one. Yeah.
But currently I'm having it Heretics 3-0, so.
Yeah,
And we have the
definitely.
OpTic game sorted out. So actually, we have all our predictions right here. So yeah, let's go talk about scenarios here because I am looking and I'm thinking, well, first of all, if you are one of these two teams, you're going to be playing. If you're one of these four teams, even if you win your play-in, your first game is Heretics or OpTic.
Yeah. Which ain't
Could
easy.
could you imagine? Now hear this scenario out. Could you imagine? Because the 8-9 team goes and plays
Mhm.
OpTic, which means that
What
we
if
could have
Paris? What if our
we
Major One Grand Finals is
yeah,
playing round
but
one? Fuck.
on the flip side, if FaZe go 1-1 and say like they go and beat C9 and then they go and lose to Paris and then Paris
Mm,
win both their games, Paris will hop over them and then FaZe will be one of the 8-9 teams, win, and then go straight through to OpTic.
that is true. Either way,
Oh
it's
yeah,
it's
you have a possibility of having a hard match straight away. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure it's 8-9.
yeah,
I'm pretty
playing
sure. Yeah, yeah. So 7-10 goes to this bottom one. I'm pretty sure they did have the schedule. It did have what teams were playing in, but it's been changed.
what's
Um,
uncertain in it.
huh?
It's uncertain until next week, isn't it?
But yeah, but they had the on one of the graphics. Let me go try and find it. We couldn't find it, but anyway,
We did try.
Optic have the potential of they getting FaZe or GentleMates. Let's be honest, because they're probably going to not get find each other in play in, so they'll both play in, and one of them's going to be forced onto Optic. So that's going to be an interesting game because
Yeah,
um, everything everything goes out the window when it gets to LAN. Like Optic, you can be
especially
11 and
Atlanta,
0. It does not matter. Your map count
especially
goes back to
Atlanta,
0-0. Huh?
especially Atlanta in Birmingham.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know how
Atlanta,
this crowd's gonna go. I genuinely can't. I could see this crowd going against Optic just for a bit of fun.
fair. We're definitely going against Ravens. Okay, uh,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
they
Carolina
took it
Royal
away from
Ravens.
us.
Who do you think you are? It's London.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
We're
like
looking
that.
forward.
Do you want to do the
It's gonna be good.
outro? Wait,
I never get to do the outro.
wait
That is,
a second. Let me go and switch it to 2 cam. I go for it.
I
Go for
never
it.
get to do the outro. Right. Well, this has been Last Life from me, Lewis, and Dan. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell us if you're coming to Birmingham, as we might see you there. Have a good one. See ya.
I see. Lovely.